My name is Susan Doss, and I recently read the book A Study in Scarlet by Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, which is the first in the Sherlock Holmes series. And it's in the realistic fiction genre. And I chose to read it because I've loved the characters of Holmes and Watson throughout every series or movie that I've seen them in, such as the BBC series or the American ones with Robert Downey Jr. And I thought it would be nice to actually get to read the books and figure out where it all began. And the setting is in London in the late 1800s, and it starts with Dr. John Watson, an recently retired Army doctor, who came back from the war in Afghanistan and was looking for a flatmate, and his friend introduced him to the brilliant consulting detective Sherlock Holmes. Their first case is what he titles A Study in Scarlet, which is a mysterious murder that happens in a completely closed-off room in an abandoned house on the edge of the city. And Holmes and Watson are the protagonists, and the murderer is obviously the antagonist. The Inspector Lestrade and the Scotland Yard Police Department of London, who are trying to help them but aren't really doing it that well, that's why they're called Sherlock. They're the subordinate characters, and they're sort of flat and static. And I enjoyed it. One of the main things I liked about the book was the external conflict that they had with the murderer, such as they ran around the city throughout the whole. And I didn't quite like the exposition that they had near the middle of the book about the murderer and his backstory, because while it was interesting to learn a bit about why he did what he did, it took up almost half of the book and it wasn't really that interesting. And I liked it because it gave backstory to probably two of my favorite characters ever in any fiction. And I would recommend it to anyone who likes murder and mystery novels, such as the works of Agatha Christie.